Today, on this Shabbat, which happens to be National Donor Shabbat, two prayers in our service that we've already shared come together to send us an important message. Mishaberach, of course, a healing prayer, but also Hashkivenu, the idea that God lies us down in moments of challenge, renews us, and gives us life again. Those prayers, in my mind, help us understand the power of this particular Shabbat. As many of you know, my own mother was a recipient of a kidney from her sister. It gave her an additional 10 years of life. And so the donor movement has been an important part of my world since that important day. Tonight, we have the opportunity to listen to a member of our community, a friend, Ian Burnstein, who will share his story of resilience, his story of connection, as we honor this particular Shabbat, National Donor Shabbat, with the real-world experience of a friend.
Thank you, Rabbi. And might I start by saying what a great turnout. So thank you for having me here today. My name is Ian Burnstein, and on July 29th of 2017, I'm the proud recipient of a kidney. And I've been dealing with a disease leading up to that called polycystic kidney disease for years, and I knew the time would come where I would need the transplant. Unfortunately, it came a little earlier than I was hoping for, but I'm actually here to share a story of hope. And I'm able to share that story because of the gift I received from an angel named Tyler Wetzig. Tyler was a 26-year-old young man who had the world in front of him. He sadly suffered a bike injury, was given opioids, and never got off the meds. While Tyler was taken from this world way too early as a result of overdose, his impact lives on in me and the others that he saved. Fortunately, at the time, Tyler's aunt, who was a nurse, was there, and she was there to counsel her sister-in-law and her brother, Guy and Jackie Wetzig. And she was able to explain to them that Tyler's overdose had left him brain dead and he was not going to wake up. They were left with the gut-wrenching decision of what they were going to do with their son. They had the opportunity to give others hope and to give them life, and thankfully, Tyler's aunt convinced them to do the right thing and donate his organs. So my story is that prior to my actual transplant, my wife Marcy made the brave and selfless decision to try to donate her kidney to me. So if you know Marcy, you would not be surprised by this declaration, because her love and her commitment to me and her family is endless, and that's just who she is. So of course, in true Marcy fashion, she went out, got tested immediately, and as luck would have it, she was a perfect match. And she insisted upon being my donor. She refused to let me live through the horrendous life of dealing with dialysis on a mostly daily basis. However, the stress of having the mother of my then 11 and 14-year-old children be on the operating table at the same time as me wasn't going to happen. I couldn't handle the stress. And so I decided to explore other alternatives. So just to give a little bit of background, to get on the donor list, your kidney functionality has to register below 20%. So the hope is you get on the list and your disease progresses slowly and it gives you enough time to get a cadaver kidney. Fortunately, it didn't quite work out that way for me, and I didn't have a lot of time to spare. So, and if you can believe this, in the state of Michigan, the wait time to receive a kidney is 2 to 6 years. It's crazy in today's world. So my kidney functionality every month started going down and down, and eventually was down to 12%, and they told me that I would probably need a kidney within 6 months tops. I was exhausted, I couldn't keep my eyes open, and so if I didn't get the kidney within 6 months, dialysis was inevitable. So I did what most people would do. I went home that moment, I Googled, where can I get a kidney the quickest? And the ideal spot was the University of Toledo, just an hour and 15 minutes away. So I did all my testing, got on the list as soon as humanly possible, and on July 24th, which was a Tuesday evening, I actually got a call that I'd made it on their list. So I figure my wait, based on a lot of factors, my wait there would have been about 6 to 18 months, and I felt pretty good about my chances. But however, in my wildest dreams, I could not have imagined that just 3 days later, that Friday morning, I'd get a call that they had a kidney. It was literally a miracle. So I had the surgery, and within hours, they had me up and walking within hours after the surgery. My color and energy was back. It was that fast. It was remarkable. But for being sore from the surgery, literally up and walking, and the healing part of my journey had started. And now I was trying to comprehend the enormity of what just happened, and I'm still not sure today I've truly comprehended it. So just a bit about the organ donation community. It's a wonderful world. I was able to write a letter. At the time, I didn't know who my donor was, and quickly I was able to write a letter, and thankfully, Tyler's parents were very excited to meet me. And so we talked, and eventually met when I was physically up to it. And they're amazing people, and they take great pride that their son lives on with me. We stay in constant contact, and not only was it me, by the way, Tyler saved the lives of countless others, and I become friendly with the woman that received the kidney and the gentleman that received the liver. And they've been incredible cheerleaders for me, Guy and Jackie. And I made them a sincere promise that I would always respect and appreciate my gift, and we continue to stay in touch to this day. So I feel fortunate that I've been able to give back and counsel numerous other people who've had transplants, help them, and also gained amazing friends along the way. So one of my greatest joys was watching a friend that I got introduced to who needed a kidney, and I was able to counsel her. Her name was Molly. Molly quickly needed a kidney. Every single person that got tested was not matching for her, and she was getting very frustrated. She mentioned to somebody who she worked out with at the gym that she was sick and was going to need a kidney. And this woman's name was Christy. And Christy looked her in the eye and said, "I'll get tested, I'll be your donor." Lo and behold, Molly kind of shrugged it off, but Christy went ahead and got tested. Didn't even have her phone number, had to connect with her through Facebook and told her, "I'm a perfect match and I'm giving you my kidney." I have to tell you, I feel so blessed to be able to call them friends and have a front row seat to watch what that selfless act of Christy did and how much it changed both their lives. And they're both doing great, and obviously they've become the best of friends. And Christy is my hero. And to hear her tell her story is really remarkable. So I wanted to make sure that I could do to ensure that everybody else could receive the transplant and the gift that I did. So I joined 3 boards to help raise awareness for money and to raise money for organ donation. And I wanted to follow the great example of my dear friends Alicia and Michael Stillman. See, their daughter Emily died suddenly, and they were faced with the same decision that Guy and Jackie were faced with, what to do about their daughter's organs. And out of their own personal tragedy, they somehow found the strength to do that, to donate their organs, and then on top of that, turn that tragedy into something beautiful. They found a foundation where they have raised countless dollars and have made it so that several people are now have signed up to be donors on their license, and they've raised incredible awareness for vaccinations, because that was what could have saved Emily. So I'm in awe of their commitment and passion to help others, and I feel blessed to have such kind and compassionate friends, and I believe their efforts directly benefited me in many ways. So kidney transplant has become routine, much more so than it even was 10 years ago, and donating a kidney has even become less invasive than receiving one. So donating can help people in so many ways. It gets their lives back, and it really is changing the world. So today, countless people are adding their name to the donor database because the Secretary of State has made the great decision to ask people if they'd like to be on the list. And there's more people now giving living organs to others than ever before. But despite all of this, in today's world, right now, 13 people die every day while waiting for a kidney. They struggle through dialysis, and they live just a terrible existence. We can do better, and we must do better. And I'm making it my mission to help make that happen. So many people wonder, what are the religious implications? What do religions teach us about donating organs? And upon consulting with many rabbis, and doing a lot of reading, the overwhelming consensus is that donating an organ is the ultimate mitzvah. There's no greater mitzvah than to give someone life. So what could you do to help? Well, the easy solution is contact the Secretary of State, make sure you're signed up to be a donor, because if you're no longer here, might as well save a life. Additionally, when you hear about a friend or even an acquaintance that needs a transplant, just consider getting tested to see if you're a match. Consider doing the ultimate mitzvah. So thank you for listening, and Shabbat Shalom.
Let justice roll like a river, and kindness like a mighty stream. Let the waters flow on forever, and let them wash over me. For every heart, for every soul, it's time we go find it once more. So what are we waiting for now? If not now, if not now, then where? What are we waiting for now? If not now, if not now, then where? What are we waiting for? Na 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 na. Na, 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 na. What are we waiting for? Na 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 na. Let justice roll like a river, and kindness like a mighty stream. Let the waters flow on forever, and let them wash over me. For every heart, for every soul, it's time we go find it once more. What are we waiting for now? If not now, if not now, then where? What are we waiting for now? If not now, if not now, then where? What are we waiting for? Na 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 na. What are we waiting for? Na 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 na. Let justice roll like a river, and kindness like a mighty stream.
If not now, when? This message shared by Ian today is a message that all of us need to hear. It is our obligation to participate in Pikuach Nefesh, the saving of lives. Each of us has that opportunity, that obligation in this world. And so as we consider the magnitude of that moment on this Donor Shabbat, we also recognize the power of God in this world, who's given our caregivers, our doctors, our nurses, the ability to bring us through moments of challenge such that we can live life. And so to honor that, we rise now for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך ושמו אחד.
We mention now the names of those who have died in recent days. These are families who are observing both Shloshim after a recent death and those who have died in years past, whose yahrzeits we observe today. Marty Bader, Larry Berman, Herbert Bidlowski, Robert Canvasser, Lisa Chinsky, Phyllis Eisenberg, Ted Fournier, Yvette Cookie Goldberg, Sharon Goldenberg, Donna Gorin, Reva Gornbein, Rachel Greenberg, Robert Bob Hirsch, Shirley Klein, Sarah Steffa Kupfer, Norman Letzer, Howard Levinsky, David Marcus, Martin Norris, Beverly Nussbaum, Michael Rosen, Hy Sandler, Valerie Schwartz. We observe the yahrzeits of Daniel Arnold, David Berman, Mildred Bishop, David Brenner, Joe Broder, Robert Cohen, Manny Dems, Alvin Dubin, Mariana Tevis Finch, Ben Feinstein, Stephen Froelich, Jack Galinsky, Louis Gaum, Irving Goldman, Samuel Goldstein, Dorothy Jean Lunkin Gould, Jane Gloria Kelman, Fanny Kleiman, Virginia Kingsley, Dr. Michael David Kleiman, Shirley Kramer, Harry Leon Levitt, David M. Linick, Robert Mellon, Harold Miller, Dorothy Pleasant, Clara Roseman, Ryan Scott Rossman, Arthur Rubin, Irving A. Rubin, Rita Spickler Rubin, Gilbert Schwartz, Sylvia Sloan, Kevin Spitz, Jerry Stern, Norman Stillman, Lindsay Jane Vanderaw, Shirley Willens, Mildred Winston, Helen Wallach, Robert R. Wallach. We remember all of these beloved departed, but also add to that list the names of others who we honor tonight, whose memories we pray will abide in our hearts as we turn to the words of Kaddish to remember them. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Bialma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agalau v'izman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam leolmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal Shmei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. May God send peace to all of us, comfort to those who are bereaved, and peace to the world, as together we say, Amen.
Amen. Service concludes with the words of Adon Olam. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yetzir nivra et nasa b'cheptzo kol azay melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kiklot hakol levado yimloch nora ve'hu haya ve'hu hoveh והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא ועת נעשה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא. ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה בידו הבקירוכי ואת אישן והעירה ואמרוכי גביעתי אדוני לי ולא יירא. שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום ומבורך. שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום ומבורך.
שבת שלום.